Welcome to episode 2 of my Sip and Chat series, which is just a little monthly series, just a video every month where we just sit down, have a chat, catch up. I share what's been happening in my life and my business and what books I'm reading and whatever else kind of comes up as I'm chatting here to you. Welcome. And if you are new here, my name is Dee. I live in Canberra and run a wellbeing studio here with my husband Andrew. And my channel, I guess, is just all about well-being and lifestyle, and especially my passion for aromatherapy. And I just love helping people to live a calmer, more peaceful yet purposeful life. So if that is something that you are interested in, I would love you to subscribe. I'd love to have you here on a regular basis. So hit the subscribe button. That really helps my channel to grow as well. So that would be fantastic. So today we're just going to have a little bit of a catch up. I'm going to share with you a few things that have been happening, what I'm doing for my health and well-being at the moment, what's happening at the Wellbeing Studio, what I'm reading. Thought I'd share some books with you, and anything else that kind of pops into my mind as we go along, as I said earlier. So let's get started. Grab a lovely warm drink or a cold drink, whatever you would like. I have a beautiful cup of tea in my favorite mug here. This is my favorite tea mug from one of my very best friends, and I'm really loving the Higher Living tea at the moment. You can just get it in the supermarket. It's organic. The one I'm drinking today is the sweet chai. It's probably too hot to have a sip still, but it is, it's really beautiful. I also really love the licorice one, but they have a really nice range of teas. So just thought I'd share that with you. So let's first of all talk about the Wellbeing Studio. I've just got some notes here on my iPad, so that's why I'm looking down, because I know I'll forget to tell you everything otherwise. So the Wellbeing Studio, I guess, is going quite well at the moment. Seems to, just be gradually getting back on track post-COVID, or not that we're actually, I personally don't feel like we're out of COVID yet, but not from my business point of view anyway. But things are feeling positive, so that is good. So I have a few, I guess, or a couple of new things or additions coming to the Wellbeing Studio. I actually just yesterday did a beautiful kind of like seasonal reset in there and set up the studio for autumn and winter. So it's looking very nice. Just rearranged all my retail product, and so everything's just feeling fresh and beautiful for the new season of autumn and winter ahead, the colder months. So I've just had a few things I've been thinking about doing for a little while in the Wellbeing Studio, and the first one is just to kind of, I guess, revamp or add to my pregnancy treatments, because I just love doing pregnancy massage. I love looking after women who are pregnant and about to just add to their families and to their lives. And I think that it is a time, it's really special. It's a really special time, and it's a really lovely time to come into the Wellbeing Studio and get a treatment. So I've done pregnancy massage for quite a while, and I have a hole that comes out of the table so you can lay on your tummy and just, I know that when you are pregnant, everybody pretty much that comes in goes, I can't wait to lay on my stomach. So that is just a really beautiful, nurturing treatment. But I'm also going to be adding a treatment to the kind of, I guess, pregnancy range, and that is to have a beautiful treatment in the first trimester, because in that first trimester of pregnancy, massage is not allowed. So, people have to wait until they hit that second trimester before they come in for a treatment. So I'm just in the process of designing a beautiful little first trimester treatment. So really looking forward to sharing that with you probably in May. I will have that all ready to go. So it will kind of be a facial foot treatment. I haven't actually quite narrowed it down yet, but it's going to just be a beautiful, beautiful treatment for you to have in your first trimester. So yeah, looking forward to finalising that. The other thing that is having a little bit of a revamp is my facials. So the treatments will kind of basically be the same, but I'm having a little bit of a change to the products. And yeah, I might just switch up the treatments just a little bit just to try and improve them just that little bit more. And yeah, so that will be coming too in May as well. So I will tell you more about that as time goes on. But yeah, I'm excited for that as well. Excited for a new product range. So yeah, that is to come. More details to come soon. I just haven't finalised everything yet, so that's why I don't want to tell you quite yet. But the products I'm going to be using are going to be absolutely beautiful, just as nice as the ones I'm using now. At the moment, I'm using, I guess, my own product range, and some of those products are made by someone else, but they are kind of changing the way they're doing things, and I need to change the way I'm doing things a little bit too, just because of how my business has changed through the last few years. So the products that I make myself will still be staying, but then we will just be replacing some of those other products with another beautiful aromatherapy product. So yeah, that is super exciting. I'm really excited to get the ball rolling on that. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Lots of goodness to come. So that is about it for the Wellbeing Studio. I think that is enough for now. Making all these just kind of little changes. I think it's always good when you are running your own business, I think, to always be thinking of ways that you can improve. Like I've been doing this for over 20 years now. When did I start? 2001 I probably actually started, but I started my own business I think 2003. So that is 20 years. Oh my goodness. But I'm still always trying to just think of little tweaks and do things a little bit differently, or introduce something new to just make things better. And I think that is the key to having a good business, actually. So yeah, excited for the next chapter of the Wellbeing Studio. Oh, that tea is just really beautiful. It's, as the name says, sweet chai. It's a really, yeah, it does have that kind of nice sweetness to it, but also those chai flavors as well, that sort of spicy warmth. Let's talk about my health and well-being, shall we? So I think last time I spoke about, trying to get more rest, more sleep, look after myself a bit more, which I have been doing. And I also recently got the results from a blood test that I had at the end of last year. Just went back to the doctors last month because I'm not really going to the doctor sort of person. But anyway, for the first time ever, I guess I got a result in my blood test that kind of needed some work doing. Do you know what I mean? Just as a little overview, my thyroid is really low, and that in turn is affecting lots of other things, like my cholesterol's up a little bit because of that. Everything's kind of out of whack a little bit, or not everything, but lots of things are just a little bit out of whack because of my thyroid. And also to haven't been sleeping well, I stay up too late, all of those sorts of things, and the stress and tension and worry of the last 3 years. Really, we're going into our 4th year, and as I said, I don't really feel like it's over, but I think that stress also has just added to all of that, and finally I think caught up with me. So I actually had an appointment with my naturopath, who was also one of my very, very, very best friends, and so she is helping me to just kind of, I guess, build myself up a little bit, strengthen my body as a whole, and just get back on track. So I'm taking some herbs and another beautiful supplement that I take in the morning, and I already feel, I think it's about 2 weeks ago that I saw her, and I already feel like I am feeling a bit stronger and a bit less tired. I still do have days of quite low energy. Yesterday I had a day where I was really, really tired. And I think that ties into with how I'm eating and all that sort of stuff. So I am on a mission this month, and I think I mentioned this in my April reset video, that I am on a real mission this month to look after my health and well-being. That is my top priority in my life at the moment, so I am making sure I get to bed a little bit earlier. I've also started journaling again, which I wanted to share with you a little bit about my journaling, because I think I haven't really done a lot of journaling, much at all, in the last 6 months or so. Probably I've done a little bit, but not much. So I went and bought myself a beautiful new notebook, pretty new notebook, just from the supermarket. And you know, sometimes when you haven't journaled for a little while, or maybe you're just starting to journal, it's sometimes hard to think of where to start or what to write down. So what I have done, and I just thought this might help you too, is I've just grabbed my Heal Your Body book from by Louise. I always call her Louise Hay. And I've just looked up the things that are going on for me, and there's an affirmation for each thing. So I may as well just share one with you. I'll share the low thyroid, so that is hypothyroidism. And I've got a little tag in there. So let's see. So hypothyroidism. So it says kind of like what it tells you is so you look up the problem, and then it's got the probable cause and the new thought pattern that will help you with that. So with hypothyroidism, it says giving up, feeling hopelessly stifled, which is a really interesting sort of phrase, hopelessly stifled. But I guess just given the last 3 years and everything, I have been feeling feeling those things, yeah. So the new thought pattern and the affirmation to go along with that is, I create a new life with new rules that totally support me. So I've just been writing that affirmation down, and a couple of others, every night, just to kind of I guess, what's the word I'm looking for, just to embed that thought pattern and that change that I want to make into my life. And I just then, if anything comes up after I've written those affirmations down, I will go ahead and just kind of like keep writing. And I haven't written much, to be honest, not even half a page every day. But I thought that just might be helpful for some of you as well. I'll pop that back in here. The other thing to do, if you're not kind of sure where to start with journaling, is just pick an oracle card for yourself. And my oracle card for the month is all around healthy boundaries. And healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. So I guess it's just pop that back there. I guess it's to just choosing an oracle card and just going from there. Just one little thought might pop up that will help you to journal more and find out more about yourself, and just help you to head in the direction that you really would like to be going in. I hope that's helpful. I just thought I might share that with you. The other thing that I'm really doing, I guess, for my mental health and well-being is just actively, consciously looking for just little things that bring me joy. So making sure I do something every day, even if it's just reading one chapter of a book, or just going for a short walk, or watering my plants, or inhaling a beautiful essential oil, just lighting a candle, just trying to find little moments of joy in my days, because I think sometimes when we get overwhelmed and long-term stress, we forget to, I think, just look for those things and do those things for ourselves as well. I hope that makes sense. But that is just one other little thing that I am doing for myself. And I have also bought myself a little present as well, like in terms of just doing little things that bring me joy. One of the things was I just felt like going and like wandering around the shops. I have not done that Like, I couldn't remember the last time I had done that, to be very honest. So one day, I think it was last week, yeah, it must have been last week, I just went and had a little bit of a wander through Canberra Centre, and, you know, wasn't really planning on buying anything, but I saw this most gorgeous blazer, and I love blazers so much. And it was on special, and they took Afterpay. So I bought this beautiful, beautiful blazer. I've done a little clip of me trying it on, so I'll insert that. Just so stunning, and it's quite thick as well, so it'll be beautiful for autumn and maybe early winter as well. But I just loved it so much, and yeah, I don't buy myself very much these days. I have to really love something to buy it these days, because I just really I like to know that I'm wearing everything that that is in my cupboard. Yeah, so I just buy things I love, not just because I need it, but because I absolutely love it as well. The other thing I just needed to get was a new blush, and I'm finding lately, well, I suppose it's only lately that I've been looking, that cream blushes are all the go and powder blushes are less popular and less hard to find. But I found this beautiful little one in Sephora. It's just like this beautiful pink colour. I actually have it on today. You probably can't tell today's the first day that I used it, but yeah, just a lovely little, well-priced, it's from the Sephora range. It's called Colourful Blush, and it's in the colour 01, Shame on You. Really lovely little goodbye. Yeah, just thought I would share that with you as well. So that are just some things that I am loving and enjoying at the moment. Yeah, I love just putting on makeup and just making myself feel a bit better most days. So that is good. Well, although the days I work, I don't really need to put makeup on because I'm wearing a mask the whole time. But on my days off, I just like to do my hair and my makeup just to kind of make myself feel a little bit better. It comes back to that thing of just doing those little things that bring me joy. That is enough about me, I think. I thought the other thing that I would share with you is my TBR for April. So I'm currently reading, and I forgot to bring it in here with me, but I'm currently reading the latest Thursday Murder Club book by Richard Osman. Really enjoy those books. The first one I liked. The second one I liked more than the first one, actually. And the third one, I think because you kind of know the characters now, it's just a really easy, light-hearted, fun read. So I'm about 2/3 of the way through that, I think. So really enjoying that. And then I have 3 books that I've picked up from the library that I thought I would share with you. So the first one is The American Roommate Experiment by Eleanor Armas, A-R-M-A-S. This looks like just a fun read as well. It says, sometimes love just needs a little inspiration. Rosie Graham has a problem. A few, actually. First, she quit a well-paid job to focus on her secret career as a romance writer, only to enter a creative slump. Then the ceiling of her New York apartment falls in. To make matters worse, when she heads to her best friend's apartment, she finds that Lena has already lent the studio to her cousin Lucas, who Rosie has been, for lack of a better word, stalking on Instagram. When Lucas suggests that they share the small space, Rosie discovers that he strolls around the place in a towel, has a distracting grin, an irresistible accent, and cooks meals that are just as tempting. Then he learns about Rosie's writer's block and proposes an outrageous idea. He'll take her on a series of experimental dates to reignite her literary muse. This shouldn't be a problem because Lucas's stay in New York also has a deadline, but she might find it hard to write now that the research is so much more fun. So yeah, that just sounds like a really fun read, and I probably will read that one next. The next one is by J.P. Delaney, and I've read some of, actually is it a he or a her? J.P. Delaney, I can't remember. Can we find out? Where's about the author? We don't have an about the author. there you go. Anyway, I'll find out and I'll let you know. But yeah, I have read some of their books before, and this one is called My Darling Daughter. The child you never knew knows all your secrets. So it says, out of the blue, Susie Jukes is contacted on social media by Anna, the child she gave up for adoption 15 years ago. When they meet, Anna's home life sounds distinctly strange to Susie and her husband Gabe. And when Anna's adoptive parents seem to overact to the fact she contacted them at all, Susie becomes convinced that Anna needs her help. But is Anna's own behaviour simply what you'd expect from someone recovering from a traumatic childhood? Or are there other secrets at play here? Secrets Susie has been also hiding for the last 15 years. So it's just a bit of a thriller, which I always enjoy a good thriller. And the last one I have is a Sally Hepworth. I've read a couple of hers as well. And this one is called The Younger Wife. And it says, the moment she laid eyes on Heather Wisher, Tully knew this woman was going to destroy their lives. Tully and Rachel are murderous when they discover their father has a new girlfriend. The fact that Heather is half his age isn't even the most shocking part. Stephen is still married to their mother, who is in a care facility with end-stage Alzheimer's disease. Heather knows she has an uphill battle to win Tully and Rachel over while carrying the burden of the secrets of her past. But as it turns out, they are all hiding something. The announcement of Stephen and Heather's engagement threatens to set off a family implosion, with old wounds and dark secrets finally being forced to the surface. A garage full of stolen goods, an old hot water bottle stuffed with cash, a blood-soaked wedding, and that's only the beginning. Yeah, I've read a couple of hers and enjoyed them as well. So, yeah, I've kind of had a little bit of a kind of mini reading slump, I guess. Like the last week or so, I've only read like one chapter or a few pages every evening. But last night I actually read quite a bit. So yeah, I feel like I'm coming out of that little mini reading slump. Yeah, it's just something I really enjoy, just to wind down of an evening. So let me know what you are reading, or if there's anything that you can recommend to me in the comments. I would love to know, because I always love getting recommendations, and I borrow most or all of my books really from the library now, so it's always good to kind of search and see if the library's got them, because sometimes you have to like order them, because sometimes you have to wait for them because somebody has already got them. Somebody's already borrowed them, so you have to go on the reserve list or whatever you call it. And the other thing is, I'm still going to buy Atlas of the Heart by Brené Brown and Bittersweet by Susan Cain. They're two non-fiction books that I talked about in my last Sip and Chat. So I'm still to buy those. I probably won't get them till next month now, just because I bought that beautiful blazer. So the books had to wait till next month. So I think that is all I have to say. Nothing much else is coming to mind. I'm about to do a manicure. I was actually going to do that while I was chatting to you, but just kind of got chatting and forgot. But I'm going to do this beautiful grey colour by Morgan Taylor. It is called Dress Code. Yeah, nice, beautiful. I feel like it's a nice, beautiful autumn colour that goes with most things. I always try and keep my hands looking good and in good condition, since they are my they are my income, my job, my life. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that, finish my cup of tea, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. But before I go, thank you so much for watching, especially if you have got to this point. I'm not sure how long I've been recording for. But also too, just a little reminder that you are just one beautiful deep breath away from just reconnecting to that calm that is always there within you. So just close your eyes, take a beautiful, nice deep breath, and just really reconnect to that calm that is within you. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon.